Well, here we go with that 2025 again. Deep undercover. Eyewitness news. Alright, so I guess just a little of it's helping a little bit. Turns out. After these first two videos, it actually feels better. Not good, just better. So I guess I'm going to continue. So after the experience with the babysitter, something changed in my brother. Something really just sadistic. He just had to give pain, and I was his instrument. And if I didn't perform, then he would hurt me. And I was more afraid of him than anything. Well, except for maybe Mom. Mommy, sorry. Mommy dearest. Self-medicating. Okay, so here's what happened. We moved to Norco. Well, my mother couldn't handle us. Kicked us into our father. Me and Kenneth went to my father. I don't know where Chris went. I think into another boys' home or juvenile hall, youth authority. I don't know. Really not inclined to ask him. Johnny went to go move in with his, well, actually, my grandfather. Well, my step-grandfather, which I knew very little about. Very, very little. I just remember a vague image of a man. Very, very vague. And it could be any man, USA. So me and Kenneth, we moved into with my father, and it was a little one-bedroom, literally one-bedroom rat trap built in the 1930s in Riverside for workers, and it was just like this little bungalow. And God, that was a horrible 3 months. Anyhow, so actually got in the newspaper during that time. Cute picture of me. I should go look it up. Anyhow, I'm sorry. I digest. The move to Norco. That's where things went just fucked. I was 10, maybe 9. Kenneth was 13. I might have been 11. I think I was 11. You have to understand, I've ran away. Just, oh my God, years of just Kenneth and then Chris and, oh, I forgot to tell you about the time that fucking, oh my God, and I can remember this too. So my older brother, John, oldest blood brother John, and he's only my half brother because me and him do not share the same father. Well, John's a cross-dresser, and John's been a cross-dresser for the longest time. And I remember that when we lived on Indiana, and it was us four boys, that one of us got in trouble. And the vice principal was coming to see my mother. And John, oh my God, it was either me or Kenneth. And Johnny was in junior high or high school. If it was high school, it was young high school. But you have to understand, he's like this short, thick. He's just this short Italian, thick Italian, just like trunk. And you could easily see him passing for my mother when he put on the dress and sat and fucking talked and had a parent conference as my mother in a dress. This is my older brother, and I'm witnessing this. You think it's fucking comical. It's goddamn twisted. The fuck do you do? So, okay, so we move. Kenneth's about 13, 14 years old. And Kenneth is the new boy in town in Norco. And let me tell you, those cowgirls loved him. And he gathered about 5 or 6 of them at the house every fucking day. And this went on for about a year and a half. Except for the summer times when I could get the fuck away. Or he was away, or he was fucking tired, or he was off doing his own shit. But when he was home and I was home, and when his friends were there, oh, when they partied. Okay, so I'm here to explain why. So to get the why, you've got to get the how comes. You gotta find out what started it all. So with the sexual assaults, I can remember the first one really well, and I remember the last one really well. And there's this one, and I don't remember which one it is. And I remember it was pecking at me, and today it unveiled itself in its full glory. Hallelujah. So the first time, Kenneth had his friends over. It was like 5 or 6 girls. And they were in the front room, horsing around. I was in the bedroom, and we didn't have much. And they had no furniture. Our clothes were in the closet on the ground. We had one mattress on the bed, and I had a few simple toys, and I'm in there playing with my toys. And the door bursts open. And there's these girls and my brother. My brother's going, you gotta see it, you gotta see it. You gotta see it, you gotta see it. I tried to fight him. I can't hit a girl. I didn't hit any of them. I tried rolling away. I tried pulling my hands, kicking my feet. Finally, I did actually hit one of the girls, kick one of the girls. Kenneth hit me, told me to fucking knock it off. And so they stripped me. They started making fun of me. And they held me down. They started smacking it. Look at it! It fucking hurt. I never felt pain like that before. Like that. I didn't know why. And it happened again and again and again and again. The first couple of times they would just come in, they would strip me, and they would leave. Put my clothes back on, sneak out the window, climb up in the hills. I didn't have a dog or anything else. It was just me and my brother. He scared away all my friends. Beat him up. Go away. So after the third or fourth time, stripping me naked and holding me down and laughing at me, saying, look at it, oh my God, I can't believe it. Smack, smack. Well, they weren't fine with just leaving me alone then. So they took, and they knew I was sneaking out the window, and they didn't like that I was sneaking out the window. Couldn't nail the window shut. So they took all the clothes and the blanket out of the bedroom. After, of course, they stripped me naked, laughed at me, held me down, smacked my genitalia around, so then they left me there. They go out of the room, they close the door, and I look around, there's nothing. All there is the mattress. So I grab the mattress and I crawl up underneath the mattress. About 2 or 3 minutes later, in comes the girls again. They tell me that if I don't want the mattress taken out and have nothing to lay on, then I'd better get out from underneath there and lay on there and not cover myself. And if I didn't do that, because that wasn't good for me, but taking the mattress wasn't cool, so I figured I'd go over into the corner and don't want to get my junkhead again, so said that they were going to throw me outside naked. So I did. While they were in there playing strip poker and playing kissy face, poo poo, whatever, I was laying there naked. Whenever they wanted to, they would come in the room, make fun of me. I remember the final time. The final time. My brother John had come to move in with us. Audrey hadn't been met yet. The wickedness of Jerry was not a nightmare yet known. And so Johnny comes to live with us, stay with us, and everything's cool for the first couple of weeks, and then boom, one of these parties start up. And I remember one of the girls shouting, "Hey, I wonder if Johnny's is the same." And they squealed with delight, and they tackled him and started taking off his clothes. He was 11 years old. I am not ashamed to say that I fled. They had Johnny. They didn't have me yet. And so I ran, and I got away. And I ran out the back door. I went out through the back, through the kitchen, out towards the frog pond, and I hid out there in the bushes, out in the field. Well, I couldn't get you. They couldn't get. I was going to be gone before they could get out to anywhere they could see me. And 3 minutes later, Johnny came out the back door putting his shirt on. He was calling for me. I asked him, I said, "How'd you do that? How do you still have your clothes? How did you let them keep your clothes?" Because they never took them. "What'd you do?" He goes, "I just laid there and let them do it. If they think you like it, they'll stop." Wow. Well, I say wow now. I didn't say wow then. I was just like, bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. You fight these motherfuckers as hard as you can. Of course, that always gets you beat up, but you still fight. Well, the next time it happened, and yes, there was a next time. Isn't there always a next time? But not if I can help it. So the next time it happened again, I laid there. Go ahead. Didn't fight, didn't struggle, just went with it. Go ahead. And they all got up and they all they went to go do something else. I don't know what it was. I don't care. I just lay there astonished. I didn't know that what that emotion is. I mean, at the time, I know what it is now, but at the time I didn't know what it was. I was just dumbfounded. It worked. So, I thought that was the end of it. This last section of this last story of this section. Mom, Jerry, oh fuck. Jumble. My father married my stepmother. And we moved into her house. And what once I thought was hell became just fucking beatings and tortures and rapes. Oh my. The coup de grace, the one that gave me the most shame. No. No. Yeah, one more story. Just one. We'll see how this goes, and then we'll see. So, I'm 14 years old. This I fucking remember. And now it's not just Kenneth and 6 girls. It's Kenneth and Jerry. And like 5 girls. And I remember 3 of them, and I know one of them's names. I remember your fucking name. You were one of them. You did it. Okay. So, I'm in my bedroom. The door burst open, they come in. And they start stripping me, and I tried doing my relaxed thing. Somebody said, take him outside. Somebody said something. And I knew this wasn't just no fucking strip him naked. And by this time, my bedroom was so decked out with shit. I was not gonna be like living in no fucking mattress again. So by raking and mowing lawns and cleaning corrals and doing odd jobs, man, and going to yard sales, I got myself some furniture myself. My bedroom looked really nice. There was no full closet full of clothes, drawer. Yeah, they weren't doing that shit. I mean, they weren't going to be able to take all my clothes. I mean, it would take them all day. So it was easier for them to strip me naked, pull me out of the room, which they did. And when I realized they were doing that, I started to struggle, which Kenneth and Jerry promptly Now you have to understand that I lived really close to the junior high school, and on the path from the high school. Of course, the path from the high school was longer, it took them longer, but they still passed by. What happened was, I had come home. I was one of the first people home. At least from my school. Kent and Jerry and their friends had already fucking shown up. I'd seen the car in the driveway. Fucking knew it. And God. So I just went straight to my room. Closed door. Yeah, he's home. He's like, okay, come on. Boom. Dragged me out in the front yard. Out in the front yard. Kids are passing by from my school. They tied my hands behind my back. I'm face down. They tied my legs together. They picked me up and hung me upside down in the tree in the front yard, spinning and swinging in front of all the people that I went to school with. I don't remember how long I was there. But I know I wanted to die. I wanted to get out of the pain. I didn't want to go to school. My dad didn't understand, so he hit me. I tried to tell him that they were, Kenneth and Jerry and his friends were messing with me. You need to toughen up. You need to fight back. Me and your brother, me and your Uncle James used to pick on your Uncle Kern all the time, and when my grandma, your grandma used to say, you better leave him alone. One day she came home, and us boys were a quarter mile down the street, and he was sitting in the front yard with a 2x4. They asked him permission to come home. And we had to ask him permission to come home. Like, it's like fucking 7 against 1. I'm pretty sure that fucking 2x4 in the hands of a 14-year-old isn't gonna do much. Well, it might have. Had I known I wasn't a little wimp, they had me convinced I was a little wimp. See, what they would do is they would sneak attack me. They wouldn't come at me, and I see it now. I didn't see it then, but they would come at me and from the side so hard, so vicious that, God, retaliation was just, response. Retaliation was not even thought of, never came to mind. Every once in a while they did something to just... And when they did, man, I snapped. And one time I got Jerry real good. Got him locked down. He was at my mercy. And he knew it. I was a fool. If I let you up, are you gonna leave me alone? Yes. Beat me the fuck down. Should have choked him out the same way I fucking choked Kenneth out. He wouldn't have done it again. Yeah. Fuck it. Different story. But you're starting to get a picture, aren't you? What are we going to call this one? Female sexual assault? No. Sexual assault by female? Sexual assault by girls? The way they were smacking me around, the fact that they stripped me naked, that is considered rape. Technically. Stroking me off, stroking it. Not... Fucking hated it, man. Gang rape. Alright, guys. I say, guys, no one's watching this shit.